Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at tech stocks with S&P 500 and Nasdaq. This week, guys, is going to be a huge week. We have a lot of tech stocks earnings. We have Microsoft earnings this week. We have Apple's earnings this week. We have Meta earnings this week as well, and also of Amazon. I mean, it can get better than this. I mean, this is just huge. So let's take a look at what can we be expecting from the market, what type of trades could be taken, what are the levels to watch, and how to trade the market. So let's start off with Microsoft, but before that, I also want to let you know, none of this is any financial advice and is only for education purposes. Now, yes, on Microsoft, we have been going down. That's fine. If I think I have showed you my bot already on Microsoft, even on the downsides, we have been, even when the stock price has been going down, my bot still has been making money. You can see the data on the left side of the table. We are very net profitable, so I'm happy with that. And if you need access to my tools, links are in the description below of this video. Now, so starting off with Microsoft in this video, we have its earnings on Tuesday. Now, Microsoft technically right now is in the downtrend. We have been losing multiple these blue boxes already. These are lower highs, lower lows that I have been calling out, that below these blue box trend is still to the downside. And and this blue box also 430, as long as we are below $430 level, is still to the downside. Once we lost this area of significant support, now this has become a significant resistance. Again, earnings can change the chart for sure, but what would be the case that if Microsoft has to become bullish from here again, post earnings, you need to see this above at least 430. If Microsoft can do that, post earnings, it will start to get back up again to the upside. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, this is still going to stay in the downtrend or choppy, we'll see. But then the next level you are watching would be anywhere close to 200 days moving average. So going to the hourly interval over here, you can see on hourly interval as well, we are still in the ongoing downtrend. And as I said, as long as we are below 430, overall structure is not changing on this. And I would also say, let it also eventually catch up to 200 hours moving average. So you're giving this blue box a bit of a ballpark that we might go sideways. You would want to see it fully out of blue box to change the structure full on the long term side, again bullish. Otherwise, yeah, expect it to continue to break level by level. If we, even for intraday, now I want to adjust something on, because Microsoft, as for the intraday levels, let's do the medium. Yeah, medium is way better here. So yeah, as long as on, let's say, Monday, we stay above 20 hours moving average, it can still continue a little bit higher or rebound, but it's important it stays above 20 hours moving average. If anytime we lose this, it's not a long play. And then definitely if we continue to lose the levels like to the downside, 420 and 86 cents and so forth, will break lower. And then Tuesday, I would just suggest, guys, we let the earnings happen. Let's see what happens after that on the chart. But again, you can still trade with the levels that we have. An overall trend, though, is in the downtrend. And since we lost this level, as I said, 430, that's a big important level that is lost. So it's not in the favor anymore for Microsoft. Apple. So Apple, I was talking about this about to lose 20 hours moving average. We lost that and we are still breaking to the downside. Recently, the trend is intraday. It was first going downwards, but then once it lost 20 hours moving average, that continued the downtrend as well here. At this point, I'm not seeing any pivot to the upside. If Apple has to continue up from where it is, it has to get above this previous area of resistance, that is 222 and 25 cents. If Apple can get above that, it may start to again look back again to the upside. Otherwise, yeah, since it's going to the downside right now, that's what you have to respect. And if we continue to break level by level to the downside from here, it's just a game to the next level, right? So if you lose this level like 217, then you're watching 214.69. If you lose that, then 211 and so forth. Again, earnings can change everything on Apple. Again, we'll see what it does. The problem on Apple will be, well, So here's the thing, we have this trend line also coming. There's a reason I left this trend line here, because it's a from a very big pivot line on Apple, this one. So this can't be ignored, and because we also broke out of it with new all-time highs with a strong breakout out of that trend line, so that's why it's very important. So until then though, this long-term structure on Apple, well, which has been bullish. So, but yeah, let's see if this more intraday short starts to come as level break to the downside, and then at this zone you can see if a strong support starts to form again. You have to see the price action at these important levels, right? Now, Meta. So Meta has its earnings as well this week, and though it's in the downtrend ongoing since we lost this trend line, I have been saying that, and take profits in the extensions on the short so you can reload. This was the blue box I provided, that until then overall structure is still bearish. We got until there, sold off, still getting after extended down, we are getting a little bit bought back up, but Meta overall structure is not going to show strength as long as right now we are below 475 and 89 cents. And from here, Meta has actually a possibility if it can do a double bottom or even a higher pivot. So we'll have to see how that looks like, but earnings can change things both to the upside or downside. No one knows what's going to happen through the earnings, but we'll see. So on the intraday level, um, until we catch up to 200 hours moving average, is there a possibility of some rebound on intraday levels? Sure. If we stay above this 20 hours moving average, and on Meta, because it's high volatile stock, I need to actually bring it back the intraday level depth to the high. And yeah, so Meta, as long as it stays above 20 hours moving average and one of these levels, or even get above 466 and 64 cents, some intraday rebound may continue. But if anytime it starts to lose to the downside, and if it breaks level of 461 and 70 cents, there is no point in playing long. Let it then continue lower. All right, that's that. And then you can watch this level around 450 area, because there's a demand wick sitting here with a good volume as well down. So just keep that in mind. And 200 days moving average is also there, right? So that's your only benefit there with Meta. So you can play some rebounds into that fall as well, closer to 200 days moving average. All right, Netflix. So Netflix is breaking, but it's taking its sweet time. It's still in the downtrend though right now. It's taking its sweet time though, because this is an area of consolidation, a lot of support sitting here, and it's still holding up here. Once we lose these, like the three try levels, like 622 and so forth, if we lose all of that, we will expect much more downside and close to maybe 200 days moving average, though it's already in the downtrend. But you can see rebounds are being shorted, but it's like going sideways a little bit, right? So it's taking its sweet time. Anyways, only next play is only to the downside if we lose this this area, this zone of 622 to 627, and then you can expect much more downside, like 570, 80, so forth, right? On hourly interval, and it's very apparent that on hourly interval there's choppiness and sideways action. Yeah, you can see still being sold off underneath of 200 hours moving average. Any rebound that is coming up there is just being selling off. So all right, that's Netflix. Let's go over Google. So Google post earnings have been still selling off, not seeing any so far any price reaction that shows any upside. Google, if it even does a rebound now till the level of 174, that's just a rebound in the downtrend right now, okay? But for that, you have to see if the intraday confirmation is coming and what are those areas to watch. So if I take you to the hourly interval, some upside is only possible if Google gets above 169 and 43 cents, then only I'm comfortable trading it upside. Otherwise, let the rebound happens, that still become the zone of short technically with the stop loss on the other side for sure. And that's the play, because that's the trend. But since we have already made quite a move, take partial profits already in the short play, and only play long intraday, at least only if it gets above 169 and 44 cents. All right, let's take a look at Amazon now. And Amazon is also having earnings this week, and This, guys, it's just one level that I would say watch this level. If it gets above 185 before or after earnings, whatever, it can continue higher. But however, if it stays below that, yeah, and if it breaks the level to the downside, 200 days moving average is what you are targeting. We are technically though also on this one as well, selling off and falling. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, only above 185 I would want to trade it upside. Otherwise, no, I'll just leave it alone, and below 180, it's a little bit of a problem on this to the downside then. All right, so let's take a look at now SPY, and then we'll wrap it up with QQQ. Look, so SPY and QQQ, they will be run by these big tech stocks earnings this week, so expect a lot of gaps down or gaps up, or a lot of volatility this week in these indices. So just starting off with the high level here with SPY, what we have is we are below 20 and 50 days moving average. Technically, trend is still to the downtrend, lower highs, lower lows. And SPY will remain in the bearish structure as long as we are below the blue box. Now, can intraday upside continue in the technicals? Again, as I said, these tech stocks earnings will affect SPY and QQ quite a lot in the post market, so be prepared. So taking a look at the hourly interval for intraday plays, if SPY continues to stay above the level of 544, and I would say even if pullback comes but it stays above this 20 hours moving average, this is still a possible upside play. And you're also watching 542 for the bulls, right? This zone, intraday can still keep it bullish. Only intraday though, all right? Not a swing. Swing structure is still bearish. And if anytime we lose 542 and 51 cents, expect the continuation to the downside. Very simple with SPY. QQQ. And so QQQ is already in the downtrend, quite a deep red stuff, already lower highs, lower lows. We already talked about it since once we lost this blue box 487 around, that guys, it's in the downtrend. It's still in the downtrend. If any pullback has to happen, rebound has to happen, if that, and even if it comes until 408 and 73 and 66 cents, that's just going to be a rebound, but nothing more than that. That's just a rebound in the overall structure. It's still going to be in the downtrend though in the overall structure. And taking a look at the hourly interval, let me actually check something here. Yeah, that's all good. All right, taking a look at the hourly interval here, we can get some intraday rebound if we get above 465 and 73 cents tomorrow. If we don't, well, that rebound can come then until 473. But if we stay below or even start to crack below 408 and 60, you can expect another leg down, big leg down on QQQ. All right, so that's that. And with that, guys, that's all for this video. And if you found it helpful, valuable, please hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next videos. Take care. Bye.